Scope is where variables are allowed to live. For example, when you declare a let or a const, it really only lives within its closest set of curly braces, and we learned that in JavaScript 101 as well. Now, as a refresher, if you have some sort of function and you say let var name is equal to something, this let cannot exist outside here. Outside. This let is scoped to these curly braces. Const does the same thing too, and I'm saying const. So let and const do the same thing. This is where we get into scope, because things are interesting, especially in the world of JavaScript. Things are very interesting in the world of JavaScript. So if we declare a var here, it's still going to be scoped to these curly braces. And that's just because it's using function as a scope. So it's trying to encapsulate, it's trying to hold everything inside of this function. Now, if we have an if statement, that's different. Code sort of passes through an if statement a little bit more, whereas a function tries to put all of your code in a box and move it aside and say, encapsulate, hold everything in here. Don't really consider too much outside. Don't let the pet escape the kennel kind of thing. Whereas if we said, let's create a number here, const num is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. If num, strict comparison, 1, 2, 3, 4. Const greeting is equal to hello 1, 2, 3, 4. Just something basic. So this const is accessible in here because it was declared outside of these curly braces. This const greeting is not accessible outside of here because it was declared within these curly braces. And so if you ever see a variable that says it's undeclared or doesn't exist, if you're using let or const, chances are it's just being scoped to its closest set of curly braces. This is really important to know. var sort of works the same way, but we don't see var too much in production style or production level JavaScript anymore. We see let and const for the most part. And so the idea here is know when things are being scoped. Again, this just means greeting can only live inside of here. We have to work with this particular variable inside here. Same thing would happen if we used let instead of const. Exact same concept. Now, if we used var, this is where it gets different. If we said var greeting, we could use console.log var. And that's because var is not scoped to its closest set of curly braces. Const and let is, for sure, but var is not. Var is allowed to break through these. And it's a little more fluid. It allows the variable, or it allows your program to sort of come through from the top to the bottom. And even if there was another variable called greeting, it would execute that, and then it would say, perform some sort of logic. And if there's another var in here, instead of a let or a const, if there's another var in here, it just says, okay, pick that up as well, and make it accessible later. Whereas in this example here, it's going to read from top to bottom, so it's going to assign num is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, strict comparison, num is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, const is equal to greeting, and it says, oh, okay, well, this is a const, scope it to its closest set of curly braces, and this greeting here is not going to be accessible in here. So what I would like you to do is trial this out and get a little bit of experience with this. In fact, write this exact code out by hand. And I want you to start writing code out by hand instead of just copying and pasting, because there is a difference in skill level when people actually write things out and get a little bit of muscle memory and experience things firsthand, versus just taking my code and changing a little bit here and there. So write this out. This is a small example. It should only take about a minute or two. We're going to use a strict comparison. That's important. Set a const or a let in here. So const or a let. And then try to access that variable name outside of those curly braces, and you should see an error. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and talk about hoisting.